Hello and welcome to my channel, From Story to Speech English.
Stop studying in the wrong way. You are just wasting your time. If you study like most students, you probably lose 80% of your time and you don't even notice it. Remember how you spent hours learning before an exam and then forgot almost everything? Most people learn how to study correctly too late. But when you finish listening to this text, you will understand how to study effectively and save yourself years of disappointment. Imagine you want to fill a bucket with water, but it has holes. No matter how much water you pour in, most of it runs out. It's annoying, right? This is what happens when students learn in the wrong way. They spend hours with their books, but their brain keeps only a small part of the information. And the worst part is that they don't even know it. Now let's talk about the main mistakes that make your studying almost useless.
Mistake 1. Highlighting text and rereading. Many students think that if they highlight important phrases and read their notes again, they will remember the material better. But the truth is different. Research shows that rereading gives only about 10% learning. This means that if you read a chapter today, in a week, you will forget 90% of it. It feels productive because your brain sees familiar words, but recognizing is not the same as understanding or remembering. Think about it. If you watch the same movie again and again, do you become a movie expert? Of course not. You just know the story well. The same thing happens with passive rereading. Mistake 2. Cramming at the last night. Let's be honest, we all did this at least once. A night without sleep, too much coffee, and a desperate attempt to put as much information as possible into your head. But this strategy doesn't work. Maybe you will remember something for the exam tomorrow, but after a few days, almost everything will disappear. Why? Because your brain sees this information as useless and throws it away. It understands that you are not going to use this knowledge. You only try to keep it for a short time. And if you think, I only need to pass the exam, here is the bitter truth. People who really understand the material will always be ahead in class, in university, and in life. Mistake 3. Passive learning.
This means you only read, listen, or watch, but you don't do anything with the information. Imagine you want to learn how to swim. You read a book about swimming and then jump into the pool, thinking you will swim right away. Of course not. You would sink. But this is how most people learn. They read a textbook, listen to a lecture, and think they understand the material. But if you don't use the knowledge, don't test yourself, don't explain it to someone else, it doesn't stay in your memory. Now that you know what doesn't work, let's talk about what really works. The most important thing to understand is that learning is not about the number of hours, but about how much you actually remember. Some people study for 3 hours and forget everything the next day, while others study for 1 hour and remember it forever. The difference is in the method.
Most people think that learning is simple repetition. But real learning happens when the brain faces difficulty, makes an effort, looks for connections, and brings information out of memory by itself. This is the main idea. Remembering is more important than consuming. You don't need to just absorb the material, you need to keep it so it stays in your mind. Here the idea of the learning pyramid becomes important. It is a simple but powerful concept that can change the way you study. At the bottom of the pyramid is reading, only 10% remembering. This means that if you only read a textbook, you lose 90% of the information. The next level is lectures, about 20% remembering. A bit higher are demonstrations, about 30%.
If you enjoy this channel and find the content helpful, feel free to subscribe and leave a like. Your support helps this channel grow and reach more learners. Thank you for being here. It truly means a lot.
But then the most important part starts. Active participation.
Practice gives about 75% remembering. Explaining the material to another person gives about 90% remembering. This means that if you really want to remember what you study, you must stop only reading and start actively recalling, explaining, and using the information. Now let's go step by step and see how to do it. Step 1. Active recall and testing. If you want to remember twice as much in the same time, you need the technique of active recall. It makes the brain lift weight, not just receive information, but pull it out of memory. This makes knowledge strong. There are two science-based methods. First, the Feynman method. If you can't explain something in simple words, you don't understand it. Take a topic and try to explain it to a 5-year-old child. If you get stuck, go back and review the part you couldn't explain. Continue until your explanation becomes completely clear. This method works because when you explain, your brain organizes the knowledge and makes it easy to use later. The second method is tests and self-checking. The best students do not study more, they test themselves more often. Instead of rereading, they use flashcards, old exams, or their own mini-tests. Studies show that students who tested themselves before studying got results 50% higher than those who only read. Step 2. Spaced repetition and the forgetting curve. Did you know that 1 hour after learning new material, you forget 50% of it? This is the forgetting curve. The brain is made to forget what is not used. But there is a way to avoid this. You should not learn everything in one day, you should repeat it over time. Day 1, learn the material. Day 3, make a short 10-minute review. Day 7, test yourself without hints.
With this method, information moves from short-term memory to long-term memory. Step 3. How to make studying a habit. The main problem is not laziness, but the lack of a system. People start studying but quickly burn out. You can fix this with 3 simple techniques. Technique 1. The 2-minute rule. This is a psychological trick against procrastination. Instead of telling yourself, I need to study for 1 hour, say, I will read 1 page or repeat 1 flashcard. When you start, your brain switches into the mode, I already began, so let's continue. Technique 2. Habit linking. Connect studying to things you already do. After brushing your teeth, 1 flashcard. After breakfast, a 5-minute test. After dinner, explain 1 idea in your own words. This makes studying as natural as daily routines.
Technique 3. Protection from burnout with the Pomodoro method. If studying feels like a marathon, the brain resists. So break the time, 25 minutes of deep focus and 5 minutes of rest. Repeat this 4 times, then take a long break. This helps you stay focused without getting tired. But here is the hard truth. Even the best methods will not work if you don't use them regularly. Most people cram the night before an exam and are surprised when they forget everything. The real secret is simple. Small daily efforts always beat panic studying at the last minute. Consistency creates mastery, not hours of study. Start today. Turn learning from a boring duty into conscious brain training. Remember, it doesn't matter how much you study. What matters is how much stays with you forever.